everyone, and welcome to my channel, Ghost of Arakian. I'm Sale, and today I'll be showcasing Treewolf's Titan of the Archon's Bulwark build. It's been through ATOT 30 boomless, it's a bleed build, and does massive damage. Let's jump right into it. First up, we have our primary weapon, the trusty Seath, an epic longsword that can be found anywhere. Its primary gives us the greater blessing of luck. This greatly increases our crit chance. Secondaries you want are crit damage, weapon tech damage, and weak point damage. You want to add crit chance as your last upgrade. Beside that is the Maul of the Obsidian Pack, a double primary weapon which can only be found in ATOT. Double primary means it can have two of any of the other primary traits the hammers have in the game. The primaries you want are, when you perform a weapon technique, create a time bubble, and restore health when you defeat an ailment-afflicted enemy. Secondaries you want are crit damage, double that, and then add crit chance as your last upgrade. Below that is our charm, the Lion Talisman, an epic charm that can be found anywhere, while its primal version can only be found in ATOT. Its primary gives us weapon charge on crit. For secondaries you want crit chance, double that, and then add crit chance again as your last upgrade. Beside that is the Kol Labus Legacy, a double primary amulet that can only be found while fighting Kurgani from the Fire and Darkness DLC. The two primaries you want are gain health on crit instead of dying, be reduced to 1 health and become invulnerable. Secondaries you want are crit damage and overhealth gained. Double crit damage and add crit damage as your last upgrade. Below that is the Mark of the Red Armorer. This is a rare ring that can only be found in the Lightbringer game mode. Its primary gives us overhealth gained. Secondaries you want are overhealth gained, double that, and then add to resistances as your last upgrade. Beside that is the Dust Lord Signet. It's a legendary ring that can be found anywhere. Its primary exposes enemy weak points when we inflict an ailment and has our weapon techniques inflict ailments. Secondaries you want are weapon tech damage and weapon charge speed. Double weapon tech damage and add weapon tech damage as your last upgrade. Below that is the banner. We will be using the Mesa banner roll. This is an epic banner that can be found anywhere. Keep in mind, its primal version, like all primal versions of items, can only be found in ATOT. Its primary increases our base crit chance and crit damage. Secondaries you want are crit damage, double that, and then add crit damage as your last upgrade. Last but not least is our Life Stone. Its primary increases our crit chance and crit damage. Secondaries you want are crit damage, double that, and then again add crit damage at the end. Now, before we jump into our augments, here's a few more clips from Treewolf's boomless run. Here we have our augments. First up is the Paradise Augment. It's a rare augment that can be found anywhere. Its primary gives us weapon charge when we crit. Secondaries you want are Rampage bonus damage, double that, and then add weapon tech damage as your last upgrade. Above that is Fearless Wolf, an epic augment that can be found in the Lightbringer game mode. Its primary increases our Rampage charge speed and Rampage bonus damage, if we have less than 45% physical resistance. Secondaries you want again are Rampage bonus damage, double that, and then add weapon tech damage as your last upgrade. Below that is Void Shell, a legendary augment that can be found anywhere. Its primal version can only be found in ATOT. Its primary gives us overhealth on crit depending on how much might we have adjacent to this augment. So that means directly connected to this augment. Secondaries you want are overhealth gained, double that, and then add 2 resistances as your last upgrade. Below that is Frostfire, a rare augment that can be found anywhere. Its primary increases our crit damage during Rampage. Secondaries you want are Rampage bonus damage, double that, and then add weapon tech damage as your last upgrade. Beside that is Soul Leech. This is an epic augment that can be found anywhere. Its primary applies the Mark of Leeching when we hit an enemy with our Petrifying Slam. The Mark of Leeching heals you and allies when you hit the enemy that has the Mark of Leeching applied on them. Secondaries you want are damage to bleeding enemies, and then add Vitality as your last upgrade. Beside that is our trusty Force Barrier. It's an epic augment that can be found anywhere. Its primary lets us to continue attacking uninterrupted if our overhealth is above 50%. Secondaries you want are overhealth gained, double that, and then add 2 resistances as your last upgrade. Above that is the Focus Augment. Its primary gives us overhealth when we crit. You want weapon tech damage as your secondary. Double that, and then add weapon tech damage as your last upgrade. Above that is Black Seed. Its primary gives us shield charge when we defeat an enemy with our weapon technique. You want double physical damage on this as your secondaries. Last is the Scourge Augment, which gives you shield charge when you defeat an enemy. You again want physical damage, but for the last upgrade, you want Might to improve Void Shell even more. Now, let's jump on over into Tree Wolf's skill tree. We have Tree Wolf's skill tree. He is fully spec'd into weapon techniques, Soul Shatter, Vitality, crit chance, crit damage, Spirit, Rampage, ailments, recovery, weak points, takedowns, and he has a few more into shield attacks, shield throw, 4 into sundering slam, 1 into weapon timing, and 1 into polarity attacks. Well, that's all for this build. Tree really did make an amazing bleed build that can really shine in trios and solo ATOT runs. Thank you all so much for watching. I'd like to invite you all to our Discord, linked below in the description and pinned in the comment section. My Goddess of Death Phoenix build will premiere Sunday. Thanks again for all the support. Happy holidays, and until next time, take care.